In today's episode, we'll be doing some Bitcoin price actions. As you can see, this is the 1 hour chart. We've been ranging in this range for the past couple days between 11,100 and 11,600. So this is a very critical moment for Bitcoin. Are we going to break out to the upside, surpass the 11.5 resistance and keep climbing up past the critical 12K resistance and then surpass 13K all the way up to new time highs for the year? Or will we break out to the downside, surpassing the 11K and 10,700 critical support levels? Find out in today's video. And in other Bitcoin news, buy Bitcoin on this dip, says Goldman Sachs analysts. Speaking of banks and not Bitcoin, 17 Goldman Sachs execs charged in banking scandal. What the fuck? Didn't they tell us that fiat currency such as the US dollar was never used for illicit activities such as money laundering? And in other news, Trump's currency war with China could be Bitcoin's do or die moment. And in today's episode, we'll also be talking about the crypto market as a whole. As you can see, it feels good to see cryptos in the green. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I release a new episode every day. Make sure to click that subscribe button and click on the bell for notifications. And as always, I appreciate the comments. And with that being said, let's dive into today's show. Taking a look at the 4 hour chart here, Bitcoin has been ranging between $11,100 and $11,600 over the past couple days. And if we take a look at the exponential moving averages here inside the triangle, you'll notice the blue and the red are about to cross, and they're lined up precisely where the current Bitcoin price is at about $11,400. And then the next major support level is going to be at 11,000, where the green exponential is. And then another major support level is going to be $10,700, where you can see that purple exponential moving average. So if we break out below these support levels, then I would expect Bitcoin to be bearish and go down to possibly $9,000 or even $8,000, 8,500 being a strong support level if we don't hold up at 11,000 or 10,700. And on the upside, I want to see Bitcoin break the 11.5 resistance and stay there and retest the 12K level. You can see we've tested it several times and then followed by an immediate dump. We hit it again here and then we dumped. And then we got back close to it, and then we had that big $700 dump. So for me to be bullish on Bitcoin to where I believe it's going to climb back up and reach new all-time highs, surpassing 13,000, we need to see the Bitcoin price get above that critical $12,000 resistance and then break 12.2, 12.5, and then from there, smooth sailing. So in a nutshell, if we break below 11,000, things are looking bearish. I think that's a critical psychological level as well as a support level. However, on the flip side of that, Bitcoin, if we surpass that $12,000 resistance and we can stay above it, then things are looking extremely bullish for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price succeeded in hitting its highest weekly close of 2019 last week, further dispelling fears of a fresh price breakdown. The largest cryptocurrency finished the week closer to 11.5 on some exchanges, marking its best effort of the year. This is a big deal, and that was the critical point I was looking for. I was looking for Bitcoin to close above 11.5, and it did. Josh Rager, the regular commentator currently tracking daily Bitcoin price movements, has given 11,474 as the target to beat to net the 2019 high. He said short-term support flipped back to resistance on lower timeframes. He noted in a fresh update on Sunday as the price closely circled that level. Compared to 7 days ago, Bitcoin traders have only seen modest losses of under 3%, while daily momentum was almost flat at press time. Gains from earlier have broadly endured, those sparked by increasing geopolitical tensions focused on the Chinese yuan and the trade war with the United States. And altcoin investors are still waiting for a break. Altcoins, meanwhile, faced another day of lackluster performance, with most assets in the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap showing little sign of movement up or down. The largest altcoin, Ether, gained a modest 0.75%, one of the better performers in a sideways market, while Dash topped the tables with 3.25% growth. All right, now let's talk about Goldman Sachs analysts telling people to buy the Bitcoin dip. This is awesome. The Bitcoin price is at a prime buying opportunity, according to analysts at Goldman Sachs Securities Division. In a note to investors, Goldman Sachs outlined a strong bullish case for the long-term Bitcoin price. The note claims Bitcoin may be on the verge of another price explosion similar to the 200% rise we saw earlier this year. Any such retracement from 12.9 to 13.9 should be viewed as an opportunity to buy on a weakness as long as it doesn't retrace further below $9,084 low. The Bitcoin price short-term target is $13,971. The Goldman Sachs note, which was shared on Twitter by Three Arrows Capital CEO Su Zhu, outlined a short-term Bitcoin target price of $13,971. If correct, that would see Bitcoin recover to 2019 highs. Su tweeted, "What is more surprising that Goldman Sachs has a bullish target on Bitcoin, that they have any target at all, or that they use Elliott wave theory? I'm personally most surprised they can't be bothered to use a chart that includes weekend price action. Using Elliott wave theory, Goldman anticipates a short-term run-up which could hit 2019's high. Here you go. Bitcoin should find support near $11,094 as long as it avoids any contact with the top wave at 10,791. There's still room for at least one leg higher towards 12.9 and 13.9. Reaching these levels could mean completing a V-wave count from July. Bottom line, watch for a short-term top consolidation once satisfied." For those looking long-term, Bitcoin poses strong buying opportunity at current prices. Goldman Sachs said any pullback below $13,000 is an indication to accumulate. The note suggests that another price explosion, similar to what we saw in the first half of 2019, could be looming. In the bigger scheme of things, this might still be the first leg of another five-wave count, similar to the trend that lasted from December 8th through June 19th. Bitcoin is no stranger to 30% pullbacks. In fact, Bitcoin went through numerous such retracements even during the epic bull run of 2016 and 2017. Buying the Bitcoin dip during a bull market has long been a profitable strategy. Josh Rager tweeted, "There's three certainties in life. Number one, death. Number two, taxes. And number three, buying the 30% pullback on Bitcoin will provide a solid ROI." Facts. What do you think? Now let's talk about this Goldman Sachs scandal. Former and current bankers at Goldman Sachs have been charged in the latest multi-billion-dollar banking scandal. Richard Node, the CEO of Goldman Sachs International, the most senior international banker at the firm, is among those facing criminal charges brought by Malaysia's Attorney General. The bankers are accused of fraud involving Malaysia's development Berhad, the country's sovereign wealth fund. The money laundering trail, worth an estimated $2.7 billion, reportedly led from 1MDB and ended up in yachts, New York condominiums, hotels, and Hollywood blockbuster film, The Wolf of Wall Street. The culprits, Goldman's bankers who allegedly misled investors about bond sales. Goldman banker Tim Leissner already pleaded guilty last year of conspiring to launder cash and violate the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act when he was indicted in connection with the 1MDB scheme. So there you have it. Fiat currency such as the dollar is being used all the time in illicit activity. And the media, the bankers, the politicians, they continue to lie to us. If convicted, the employees face up to 10 years in prison along with fines. Last month, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, aka Munchkin, stated that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are used to carry out illicit activities such as money laundering and human trafficking, calling them a national security concern. He vigorously pushed back against assertions that cash transactions in U.S. dollar fuel similar money schemes. Meanwhile, JP Morgan gets a cargo ship busted with thousands of pounds of cocaine. Are you kidding me? Banks are designed to launder money, right? This is criminal enterprise, banksters at their finest. And in other news, Trump's currency war with China could be Bitcoin's do or die moment. The global economy faces its biggest crisis in 11 years. In theory, this should be Bitcoin's moment to shine, a chance to prove itself as an uncorrelated asset immune from political risk. Eventually, that result may bear out, but a rocky road lies ahead for Bitcoiners and non-coiners alike. Before we do the Bitcoin up or down game, let's dive into why the current situation in global finance is so disturbing. All right, let's dive into the drama. It all began last Monday when Beijing let the renminbi fall below 7.0 to the dollar. Almost immediately, the U.S. Treasury Department said it would take a rare step of labeling China a currency manipulator. Yeah, because the United States never manipulates money, right? A move that in theory could give the Trump administration legal cover to impose punitive sanctions against Chinese. Markets freaked out at the specter of a currency war, a tit-for-tat feedback loop of exchange rate depreciations fueling a destructive downward spiral in trade growth. So here's my theory. Here's how I look at it. Trade wars are bad. It affects a lot of people in a negative way. It's very bad for the economy. But the one thing I believe it's good for is the crypto market, because I think humanity is trusting bankers and politicians and the system and everything that comes along with it less and less as their lies continue to be exposed. So what's going to happen long term to the crypto market? Well, there's only 21 million Bitcoin, in which there will never be able to print more. You cannot manipulate it. And for that reason alone, I'm so bullish on Bitcoin and where the future of the crypto market is heading. Do you feel the excitement in my voice? All right, now let's take a quick look at the crypto market. Bitcoin is in the green. Hallelujah, my favorite number. It's 11, and Bitcoin is up 0.11%, currently trading at $11,387. Woo woo. Definitely good signs. We got Ether up 1.32%. XRP is up 1.2%. And let's take a quick look at the crypto fear and greed index. We're currently at a 48, which is neutral. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click the little bell to receive notifications. And as always, keep the comments coming. I love reading them and replying back to each and every one of you. Oh yeah, and on a different note, before I forget, my favorite way to accumulate Bitcoin is not by buying it, it's by earning it. And I want you to think about this. Do you ever purchase US dollars? No. You earn it, right? Well, I would love to show you how to earn Bitcoin as an affiliate. In fact, I'm giving away my latest ebook, BTC Ebook Profits, for free. And all you need to do is click the link right below this video in the description to read your free copy. And inside, I teach you how to earn Bitcoin as an affiliate. I'll even show you how you can earn Bitcoin by giving away free copies of my ebook. That's my gift from me to you. So make sure, click the link right below this video in the description, download the ebook, and let's get that crypto. I appreciate you tuning in. See you on tomorrow's show. Peace.